Hello to all my Tingle fans. Welcome back to Only Tingles ASMR. Today I wanted to continue with my watch collection series. I put up a watch video maybe like a month or so ago now. I did my first watch I showed, which was the Tudor that's right here. You'll see a spot missing today. That's the one currently on my wrist that I'll actually talk about today, but I've said this before, but I do like watches. I have a very modest collection, but I hope to, fill this out over time and do more videos as I go. But yeah, I just wanted to take a time today to do a little watch video. So I'll take this one off and show you. Well, first and most important, I should get some hard candies going. Going back to the Werthers today. Okay. So this is a Christopher Ward. I think it's called the C63 Sealander GMT. And I'll kind of explain the watch and talk through it a little bit, but there's a lot of things that I really like about this watch. It's my most worn watch. It's what they call your daily watch. Yeah, I love a lot of things about it. So first, it's the smallest watch I have. It's a 36 millimeters, so it's pretty light, and I just like the way that it sits on my hand. It feels more like jewelry versus a heavy watch. In the watch community, smaller watches have been getting trendier again for, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago maybe. It was starting to get trending towards like the bigger 40 millimeter, 42 millimeter watches. I'm going to lift this up because I think that might be better instead of the glare from my light above. But yeah, so it's my smallest watch. It also is my only full steel watch. So the steel bracelet, steel bezel, and everything. But anyway, this was the second watch that I purchased. So I purchased this one when I got engaged. I bought her, her nice diamond engagement ring. So I figured, okay, why not buy myself a nice watch that has some gold and some diamonds in it myself. This one I bought because, and I'll talk through it. It's what they call a GMT, or well, this one's an office GMT, not a true GMT. I'll talk about what that means, but basically, I bought this watch for travel. Because you'll see here on the bezel, there's a 24-hour indicator, and you'll see there's an hour hand there, a minute hand, obviously the second hand, but there's another hand there, which is a second hour indicator. So the reason this is cool is you can set your local time like you would a normal one. So this one's currently reading is what, just past 4:30. But then what you can do is use the second watch hand to tell time in a different time zone. So for me, I travel for work a lot overseas. I'm in the Philippines. I'm in South Africa. So this is cool. So when I go over and travel there to one of those sites, I'll set my local time. When I say sites, I mean one of the locations. I'll set my time to a local time, and then I'll set this time for back home in California. And so this one's currently reading as 19, so that's, I believe, 6 o'clock. Is that right? No. 7 o'clock. Oh, I think this might just be set to the East Coast right now. Yeah. So, because 19, it's pointing to those 18, 19, 20. So it's in between the 19 dot and the 20. So 19 in 24-hour time is 7 p.m. So you've got this side here is the morning, the afternoon. You've got 24 to 12, side. So it's just very cool for, and look, we all have phones, you know, it's very easy to just pull your phone out and tell the time. But for a watch lover, it's just kind of a cool function. Now there are other styles of GMT. I said earlier this is an office GMT because it tells you 2 time zones. There are other GMTs, like GMT Masters, where the bezel up here where the time is actually, you can rotate it, so it'll actually tell you time in 3 different zones, time zones. So that's a true GMT versus an office GMT, which is really cool. But yeah, that's kind of the basic here. So this is modeled, by the way, I didn't even mention, this is the Christopher Ward. So Christopher Ward is a, I won't even say really up-and-coming watch brand anymore. They're a very small micro brand, but they have a cult-like following. They have no storefronts, so they only sell online, and it's basically allowed them to sell really high quality watches at a little bit of a lower price point because they're not spending all this money on having a storefront or marketing or things like that. Oh, I think my pup might need to use the restroom. We'll just go through the video for a minute and see how long we can make this work. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I'm going to try to get through this video. But anyway, Christopher Ward's gotten very popular. These are watches that are very well made, very durable, and you know, for any other like well-known brand would maybe cost, you know, 2x, 3x what they sell it for, so it's great. Sorry, you're probably gonna hear my pup panting or sniffing here for a minute because she wants to go outside. She just went down to the bathroom, so I think she's just being, I don't know, a little bratty and wants to go play. But I will take her down in a minute. Bear with me, Benny. It's okay, sweetie. We're gonna take you down in 1 minute. So yeah, the color white is great. I love the white dial and how it contrasts with the steel. And another cool feature here is the back. It's got the open this a little. You'll see it has the exhibition case back, so it's got the glass back there, so you can see inside. You can see the movement of the watch, which is really cool. It's also got, and I'm not going to do it right now, but it has a quick release feature. I don't know if you can see here. There's these little knobs that you push in on both sides, and the bracelet comes off, and you can reattach a rubber bracelet, you know, a leather bracelet, you know, whatever you might be. So you can kind of mix it up for the different seasons. Like if you want it to be more summery, and you want to wear a rubber strap like this, you can put one on. And besides the quick release bracelet, there's also the ability to change the size of, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's a little notch here that you can push down on, and you're able to change, micro adjust the size of the bracelet. So if it's a little too small or big, you can ever so slightly loosen it or make it tighter. But ideally, you know, you've got the right size of your wrist, and you have the band that makes it fit properly. This one fits well. You'll see I wear this one a lot, so there's a lot of scratches on it, but I think that just really adds character to the watch. You see there's a bunch of scratches here. You know, I think watches are made to be worn. Probably needs to be cleaned, but so some of the nice details of this watch too is the crown is a screw down crown. So you basically push it in, and then you have to screw it closed. And when you do that, it pretty much enables it to be waterproof. This one's 150 meters or 500 feet. It's also got such an ever so slightly, you can see how it kind of like comes out a little bit here to cover the crown guard, or recover the crown. That's what they call a crown card. This is a modest one, but there's some really nice features. You see, like, most of this is what they call brushed aluminum, but then there's certain spots here on the side. You can't really tell as much anymore, but they're polished or like more shiny or sleek. So it's a cool, just nice mix of polished and brushed steel. I just think it adds a really nice just look to the watch. It's a very classy, easy, sporty watch to wear. Like I said, it's my daily wear. Easy to put on, you know, very lightweight, 36 millimeter. You know, it's got some functionality when I'm traveling. But yeah, it's definitely my favorite watch. It was the first watch that I bought before one of my, well, not the first watch, but it's the watch I bought right before one of my first trips overseas. So I just like to, you know, you like to mark, well, what you try to do with watches is like mark certain events in your life with a watch. So, sorry, the pup is now cleaning herself. Very loud. Penny, sweetie. So this one is for, okay, I'm going to pause this while she's doing her thing. Okay, I think she stopped. I bought this one for the engagement. I bought this one for travel. These two I'll tell you a little bit more about on the next video, but I think I'm going to cut this video short today because the pup needs to go. So, thank you all as always. I hope this provided some good tingles for you, and we'll see you on the next video.